Good evening, people. Good evening. This is Spirit Journey and another beautiful night in Rwanda. Boys, I was just getting so relaxed for a moment. I almost stopped talking. Wow, I really enjoy these moments. And I'd like to share some stories today. Oh, I hear some dogs in the background. Yeah, I'd like to share something that I was just listening to. Well, the first the first thing I want to talk about is protecting your money, and then the second is actually about protecting your health. Yeah, um, something happened to me today, and I think my instincts were telling me what was really happening. And yes, I was right. So let me begin regarding protect your money. Well, my telephone, my cell phone, was ringing this morning. So I picked it up to answer. I didn't want to answer it because you see a number pop on the screen, and I didn't recognize the number. I don't know numbers at all, actually. But, you would have the person's name, like I would put in my phone. If it's someone who I know, I enter in my phone and put in their name and where I know them from, okay? But this one just had a number. And once in a while, I get phone calls. And, well, lately, this week actually, not that I remember, phone calls from individuals, and I don't know them. And like a couple of days ago, someone called twice, and I picked it up after this, the second time the person called, and they greeted me in Kinyarwanda language, and I responded in Kinyarwanda, and then I said in English, "Who is this?" And the person responded, "Do you speak Kinyarwanda?" I said no. So they just hung up, just like that. So I figure, someone calling twice, um, that why would they call? If if it was an accident, they just call once, but calling twice and then just hang up because I didn't speak the language. How did they get my number? But anyway, this morning someone called up. I pick up the phone, and I mean, I don't remember the exact conversation, but they were kind of excited, and they were saying, "Did you just get I just sent money to your Momo account. I sent you 12,000 in Momo to your number. Did you get the message?" So I remember that I answered the question kind of like I responded to the question kind of off, and I think that was because something said this is a scam. Because see, with Momo stands for mobile money, and when you're dialing a telephone number to the person that you want to send money to, and then it has the person's name. So when I'm doing a Momo, I'll say, "Oh, is this so and so?" Like, let's say I go to the supermarket and I'm using, Momo to pay. So I dial the number, and then the person, who belongs to that phone numbers, name pops up and other details. And I say, is it this so-so? Yes. So I know that I dialed correctly, that it's to be sent to that person. And they verify. And then it goes through. You complete the procedure and then it goes through. So how would he send me money by accident? Because when you're sending money, you would see the person's name. So why wouldn't he do that? So I think that's where, when he called about the money, um, and I just respond something like, well, how could I um, get know if I didn't I don't know if I did not see, or I didn't see uh, any message because I wasn't by my phone, and I'm only picking up the phone because the phone rang. And I think he says something else, and then he hangs up. Yeah, just hangs up. So I'm thinking, wow. Oh, and okay, that's right. I remember something else. As he's saying his story and he's talking fast, um, something a message just pop up on my screen. It had a person's name, the amount, which was 12,000. That's Rwandan money, not American money, and some other stuff. So I'm wondering, hey, did this person really send me money? So I'll go back inside my house, and I remember that. Oh, you can check on Momo about the different transactions. So I was looking on my text messages, and and any Momo that you had a transaction with, it'll show what was the last transaction, and the last transaction that there was from yesterday, and nothing for today. So I said, okay, let me look at this other dial in this other number where you can see, like you get a mini statement. And again, there was no transactions for that time, for earlier today. So I call up the my telephone carrier who handles. Now I think the telephone carrier handles the Momo. Okay, and so in short, I was telling what happened, and I tell the lady, well, I checked my mini statement and I didn't see anything for today, but just from yesterday. And so I want to know whether the mini statement is only what you generate or any transaction to your Momo account. The person did not respond did not answer that question, but they did say you were. It's a scam. That it's a telephone scam. Because yeah, I told her what the message was on that did eventually pop up on the screen, and that's when she said it's a scam. And I think the part that revealed the scam, because it said the phone number is blocked. That my either my number. I mean, I blocked the caller from my phone. I think it was saying. So I said, wait a minute, because I know in the past I did block a number, but I mean, at least that's what it said. So people, I want you guys to know that there are very clever scammers out there. Somehow they get your number, your WhatsApp number. Yeah, I have a WhatsApp. I mean, yeah, I have a WhatsApp number, and I guess there might be like a directory of people and their avatars, and people decide to call up other people. Uh, and someone who I didn't know called me. Um, they were fast talking, and to some people, they might believe them. And yeah, because the message didn't pop up first. He called up. And then as he's talking, something popped up on my screen. So I think maybe, that they try to trick you. And since you're on your phone, and then the message, hey, Tammy, 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 hey, that's a namaste to you too. Yes, yes. I'm just talking about an incident that happened today, Tammy, and I think it's a good message for all of us. If you want to keep your money or protect your money, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing okay, Tammy. I am okay. The past 2 days were, I don't know, it felt good. I feel getting to feel more connected. I am slowly trying to release what I cannot change, but at least, enjoy what you have. So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Um, Lavender, yeah, yes, people, anybody else here, yeah, Tammy is a real helper. She's been watching my channel on and off for a number of years, and so I appreciate that. So yeah, she prays for my doggy. Yeah, my doggy needs more prayer. Um, they decrease his medication, but yeah, he has. The doctor took X-rays of his spine, and there's some degeneration, and he's not walking stable. And they said that there's a something is pushing his into his esophagus, and that would explain his indigestion at times. So yes, definitely, Tammy, if you would be able to pray for Lavender. Um, I don't want him to be in any distress. I think he's happy, but um, if you're uncomfortable, how happy could you be? I don't want him to suffer, but yeah, I don't want him to be in any pain. Um, I know at times I think, that he's in discomfort. So if you would please pray for Lavender regarding his spine, which is affecting his stability, his walking stability, and something is poking into his esophagus, and the doctor thinks it could be a lymph node that is expanding and pushing into his esophagus. So, yeah, if you would please pray for him and to give him comfort. Yeah, yes, it's really something with Lavender. I'm sorry, folks. I know I changed the subject, but Tammy just came on. Um, yeah, Lavender, man, I've been down here now. Well, he's been down here for about 22 months, and for 22 months, him really just degenerating. Yeah, I had I was to have a meeting today with that um, veterinarian agency regarding the people who were to watch my dog when it first came down. Yeah, that was a big joke. Um, yeah, it was postponed again, the meeting, and yes, you could pray regarding that situation. Yes, I requested that the person that I paid reimburse me for um, the medical expenses and the loss of my two Fur babies. Yeah. Yeah. If you would pray regarding that situation, that I get reimbursed, and the agency is going to review my claims. So it would be nice if I get reimbursed. But anyways, regarding money, protecting your money. Yes, there was a Tammy. There was a someone tried to scam me from money. Um, yeah, it's what do you call it? Online, electronic theft. It's all trickery. People are trickery. Yeah, it's a trickery of fleecing people of their money. It's getting more and more sophisticated, and they try to fleece. People try to fleece me in America, but see, I I guess I've been around long enough to like I'm learning how to see patterns, and when you notice things that aren't usual, it's like a red flag to me. So, yeah, so this person, it didn't make sense when he called me on my cell phone, and he was talking very quickly. If I, that he accidentally sent me money to my, Momo account. And Momo means a mobile money. It's a way you electronically um, through your phone, send money to your account. So your phone is associated with your account. You select what account it's associated with, and people could send you money back and forth. So he claimed that he did this, and as he's talking to me, a message popped on my screen that the money, was sent, and was sent from so and so. And then it also said that that I had blocked the call, blocked the number. Excuse me. So it's really something. So yes, but my instincts were right. I called up the telephone people, and they said it was a scammer, and they tried to connect me to their scammer department. Um, but no one picked up after 18 minutes, and I said, I'm busy. But yes, so people who are listening, please be careful. Please be careful. Um, Even in this country, you have people who want to scam others, and they can sound very convincing. And if something doesn't feel right, don't do any. Investigate first. Investigate, and that's what I was doing after he hung up on me. Yeah, I figured it didn't make sense. You're telling me I sent you money, and then you're gonna hang up on me. So um, yeah, so because I kind of responded, I irritated him, my quick, because something just didn't sit right, and I was, you know, my instincts were right, and he got irritated with me. He hung up. Good for him. Good for him. So, what was I gonna say? Did anything else come up? Okay, I thought I was checking any other message come up. Yeah. So people, protect yourself. If someone says, "Oh, I sent money by accident to you," okay, you just you could look at your mini statement on your Momo to see if any money was sent in. See the technology. They could electronically send you a message on your phone and make it pop up like a text message that the um, Momo Momo account does. But it wasn't Momo. I mean, it was he electronically did it. So once he got me, so once I answered the phone and started talking to him, he electronically sent a message. He said, "Did you get the message? Did you get the? Didn't you get the message that I sent 12,000 um 12,000 to you?" So be careful and check. Always check, people. Check your account. Hey, someone put money in your account. You could easily check. Don't make anything. Don't be rash. And also, with when someone's using Momo, as I mentioned earlier, you type in the number, and then before you have it executed, it prompts up the person and how much you're sending to. So how could he send it to me? You would have to verify the name that it's to go to. Hello. So that's how I knew instinctively something didn't smell right. And I was correct. Yes, be careful about these scammers. And so the next topic I want to talk about, again, I was mentioning about protecting your money, your wealth. Well, there is also protecting your health. Your health. Yeah, I'm prompted to talk about this from a video I just watched just before I did this, doing this live stream. It was a YouTuber who was doing a story about longevity. And this individual was comparing the uh, the country that has the highest average age, life expectancy, and that was Monaco. The life expectancy in Monaco is 90, and he went to investigate how. I mean, why? So basically, um, they have hospitals and but not that many patients. And so the doctors are just walking around, there's no work, whatever. So they have like a higher ratio of doctors per, you know, that community. They also respond very quickly to emergencies. Yes, what else? Oh, money. Okay, yes, money. They could just pay for whatever. So that so they so as a result, there's pretty much a good outcome, good life expectancy. But and then he wanted to find out which country has the lowest life expectancy. And he said that the country is Nigeria, which I thought was odd because when I was a nutrition major, and it was said that Nigeria has the one of the healthiest cardiovascular systems around. And in America, we have a bad cardiovascular. So, so yeah, they were comparing, okay, because Nigeria is a black country, and many blacks from the Americas are Nigerian in their background, but there's a lot of blacks in the Americas that have, especially America, that has a very has a poor vascular system, and that could be due to stress. Yes, yes, stress can do that. So, and so the YouTuber went to Nigeria, and they were showing what it looked like. Well, one thing I was surprised at the height of the people. They were very tiny. At first, I thought the interviewer from Europe was maybe he was standing on something. But no, that was his actual height. He was real tall and lean, really. He looked like maybe 30, late 20s, 30s. He looked extremely healthy, very good muscle tone, very lean, um, but toned, very athletic. And the people came up to his chest, real tiny. I was surprised at that, in the comparison. But either way, what they showed in Nigeria, you know, I always get so surprised with Nigeria. It's the largest population and is one of the richest countries on the continent. And some of the richest, not rich, I meant to say, um, longest living people is in Nigeria. There's a documentary, these people were, all of them were allegedly over 100. And then some even claim, I mean, this one it stretched kind of far, over 200 years old. Okay, come on. I don't know about that. That one is hard for me to swallow, 200 plus. This guy would go from village to village with his wife to uh, welcome the people who are over 100. And so he can also get blessed. So he talks to them, and then he had some bless them. It was bothering me after a while. All in Nigeria, right? And well, anyway, they don't have a lot of hospitals in Nigeria. That's one big factor. Um, the water, the water, the water that they do everything with, all the poo poo goes in the water. It's like shocking me. And then another cause of death is malaria. Malaria is you get bitten by a mosquito that's infected with these viruses, and you get dehydrated and fever and all that, and a lot of people die from it. Yeah, it's something. I had a disease like that. Well, I had dengue fever before, when I lived in the Caribbean. And yeah, you get a high fever. Yeah, my fever was 105, and I was just burning up. I had to jump in the shower to cool my body. Yeah, I started to feel like, yeah, I was desperate. Um, and I cannot stand cold water either, but I was in such duress, the heat. And I actually went in that shower and put that cold water on, and it was amazing. Yeah, I'm glad that the symptoms went away. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, things like malaria or dengue is a serious thing. And the number of people they said that died from this over there, um, yeah, it's quite shocking. And it shocks me because, no, I've never been to Nigeria, but I meet people from Nigeria. Um, they're pretty savvy Nigerians. They are infamous. The money laundering is done heavily there. What else? What do you call it? Like those dating scams, yeah, you hear all these things. So I would think also you have many millionaires. You have millionaires that live in Nigeria. They have an oil industry there. And it shocks me when you hear about these things.